As we age, wisdom becomes our greatest gift and health becomes our most valuable treasure. But sometimes, even with the best intentions, we're led to believe that more medical tests automatically mean better health. The truth is, for women over 70, not all checkups are beneficial. In fact, some can do more harm than good. This isn't about ignoring your health. It's about embracing it with wisdom, awareness, and balance. It's about knowing that your body has carried you beautifully through decades, and now it deserves not fear, but trust and gentle care. Not every medical test after 70 brings the benefit it promises, and sometimes what's meant to protect your health can end up stealing your peace of mind. As we age, our bodies change in ways that make some screenings and checkups less useful than before. The problem isn't the tests themselves, but how often they're done and why. Many older women are encouraged to keep testing as if their bodies were still in midlife. Yet the risks of over-testing, false positives, unnecessary treatments, and emotional distress can outweigh the benefits. This stage of life calls for a new kind of wisdom, knowing when to say no and trusting that good health isn't always about finding problems, but about nurturing wellness. Medical science is powerful, but it's not perfect. Tests are tools, not guarantees, and sometimes they reveal things that were never meant to be fixed. A false alarm can trigger anxiety, lead to invasive procedures, or cause a person to lose confidence in her body. For women over 70, the goal shifts from aggressive prevention to graceful maintenance. It's no longer about chasing every possible disease. It's about ensuring comfort, mobility, clarity, and joy. When a doctor recommends a test, it's important to ask how the results would actually change your treatment or your life. If the answer is unclear, that's a sign the test might not be worth it. The truth is, not all tests are designed with older adults in mind. What helps at 50 or 60 might not hold the same value later. For instance, some cancer screenings or imaging scans may detect slow-growing conditions that would never cause harm, but once discovered, can lead to stressful procedures or lifelong medication. The irony is that while you may live the same length of time either way, your quality of life can suffer because of unnecessary intervention. Avoiding certain checkups after 70 doesn't mean ignoring your health. It means prioritizing your well-being over fear. It's natural to want reassurance that everything inside your body is fine, but reassurance can also come from how you feel, not just what a machine says. How is your energy? Are you sleeping well, moving easily, and thinking clearly? These daily signals often reflect health more accurately than lab results. A simple conversation with your doctor, focusing on your symptoms, energy, and habits, can be more powerful than a stack of test reports. Real medicine at this age is found in lifestyle, good food, gentle exercise, and emotional peace. Your body still listens to the care you give it. It responds to kindness more than to chemicals, to calm more than to panic. The key is to become an informed participant in your health journey rather than a passive patient. That means asking questions, understanding the reasons behind each recommendation, and not allowing fear to drive your decisions. When you embrace this mindset, you start viewing health not as a battle to win, but as harmony to sustain. Every unnecessary test you skip is space you create for more meaningful moments. More laughter, more movement, more peace. Your body has carried you faithfully through decades of living, loving, and learning. It has healed from wounds, endured stress, and adapted to every challenge you've faced. At this stage of life, it doesn't need more fear or constant medical interventions. It needs compassion, nourishment, and balance. After 70, the greatest gift you can give yourself is to treat your body like an old friend, rather than a project that needs fixing. It's time to replace fear-driven checkups with habits that bring genuine vitality. Nourishing food, hydration, gentle movement, and mindful rest that allow your body to thrive naturally and peacefully. The beauty of growing older lies in simplicity. When you focus on giving your body the essentials it truly needs, everything else begins to align. Food is no longer just fuel. It becomes medicine, comfort, and energy. Eating whole, unprocessed foods that come from the earth, fresh fruits, leafy vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and lean proteins, helps every organ function with ease. Instead of obsessing over numbers or strict diets, listen to how food makes you feel. Your digestion, energy, and mood will guide you better than any calorie chart ever could. Reducing sugar and processed foods can have an almost magical effect on your clarity, sleep, and joint comfort. Every bite is an opportunity to nourish not just your body, but your spirit too. Hydration plays an equally vital role. Many older adults don't realize how easily the body can become dehydrated with age, leading to fatigue, dizziness, or confusion that can be mistaken for illness. Drinking enough water, herbal teas, or natural juices keeps your skin soft, your brain alert, and your circulation strong. It's one of the simplest ways to nurture yourself daily, yet one of the most overlooked. Treat every sip as a small act of love toward your body. Gentle movement is another form of medicine that no prescription can replace. You don't have to engage in intense workouts or strenuous routines. A morning walk, a slow yoga session, stretching before bed, or light gardening can awaken your muscles, strengthen your heart, and uplift your mood. Movement keeps the body flexible and the mind clear, while also boosting your confidence. It reminds you that you are still capable, strong, and connected to life. Every step or stretch is a way of saying thank you to your body for carrying you through the years. Mindful rest is just as essential as nutrition and movement. Rest doesn't only mean sleep, it means slowing down, breathing deeply, and allowing moments of stillness to restore your energy. The world often tells us that productivity defines worth, but at this stage, peace and presence matter more. Listening to music, meditating, sitting in the garden, or simply closing your eyes for a few minutes can calm your nervous system and help your body heal naturally. When you shift your focus from testing to nurturing, you begin to experience health as harmony rather than fear. Your body thrives when it feels safe, cared for, and loved. Replacing unnecessary checkups with daily acts of nourishment allows your natural vitality to surface. Health is not something that needs to be chased. It's something that blooms gently when you give your body the right environment to flourish. Wellness after 70 is not about chasing perfection or trying to maintain the same pace you once did. It's about creating harmony within your body, mind, and spirit. At this age, the most powerful form of healthcare is self-awareness, listening to what your body is truly telling you instead of obsessing over test results or numbers on a chart. The body's language becomes softer with time, but it still speaks clearly when you learn to listen. It tells you when it needs rest, nourishment, movement, or calm. Many women spend years worrying about every small ache or lab result, forgetting that health is not just the absence of disease. It's the presence of peace, energy, and joy. As we grow older, emotional balance becomes just as important as physical health. Fear and stress can take a heavier toll on the body than most medical conditions ever could. Chronic anxiety over health issues releases hormones that weaken the immune system, disturb sleep, and cloud the mind. Choosing calm over worry becomes an act of healing. When you start your mornings with gratitude instead of anxiety, your body responds with ease. A grateful mind reduces tension, lowers blood pressure, and helps you move through the day with a sense of serenity. Emotional peace is not something that arrives on its own. It's something you cultivate through small, consistent choices, like deep breathing, prayer, journaling, or simply spending time in nature. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to focus on the parts of life that give you strength. Even in moments of pain or limitation, there is always something to appreciate. A sunrise, a laugh, a friend's voice, or the simple fact that you are still here, still breathing, still capable of love. This mindset shift changes how your body reacts to aging. When you think positively, your brain releases chemicals that support healing and renewal. Optimism literally nourishes your cells. A peaceful mind helps digestion, supports heart health, and keeps your immune system resilient. At this stage of life, it's also essential to release the pressure of perfection. You don't have to do everything right to be healthy. You don't have to follow strict routines or eliminate every indulgence. Health is not about rigid control. It's about flow. Enjoy your food, rest when you need to, and move when your body asks for it. Let go of guilt and comparison. Every woman's journey is unique, and your body's story is yours alone. True wellness is a balance between care and freedom. It's knowing when to act and when to simply let your body be. Some days you'll feel strong, other days tired, and both are perfectly fine. Accepting your natural rhythm is an act of deep self-respect. The moment you stop fighting your age and start working with it, you rediscover peace. Emotional calm, self-compassion, and gentle acceptance heal far deeper than medicine ever could. When your heart is at ease, your entire body follows. Movement is one of the most powerful medicines available, and it remains essential long after the age of 70. Yet the beauty of movement at this stage of life lies not in intensity but in intention. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to stay healthy. Your body thrives on gentle, joyful activities that make you feel alive. Light daily exercise like walking, stretching, dancing, or yoga nurtures every part of your being. It improves circulation, strengthens muscles, supports joint flexibility, and lifts the mood. The goal is not to push your body to exhaustion, but to move in a way that keeps you connected to it, reminding yourself that life still flows through every step, every breath, and every motion. When you wake up and begin your day with even 10 minutes of stretching or a short walk, you awaken not just your muscles but your entire spirit. The stiffness that often comes with aging begins to melt away, replaced by a quiet strength. Light exercise increases blood flow to your brain, sharpens your focus, and boosts energy levels throughout the day. It helps you sleep better, manage stress, and maintain balance, both physically and emotionally. Every small effort counts, and every movement adds up to a healthier, more vibrant you. The secret is to find activities that you genuinely enjoy. When movement feels like joy instead of a chore, your body looks forward to it. Dancing to music you love, gardening, swimming, or even walking your dog can be forms of gentle exercise that bring happiness while keeping you strong. These small moments of movement also release endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators, which reduce anxiety and bring a sense of calm. Exercise becomes less about discipline and more about celebration. It's a reminder that your body, even after 7 decades, is still capable of grace, strength, and rhythm. Light exercise also supports independence, which is one of the greatest gifts in later life. Regular movement keeps your bones and muscles strong, reducing the risk of falls and injuries. It keeps your posture upright, your steps steady, and your confidence intact. You begin to feel capable again, not limited by age but empowered by it. The more you move, the more you realize how much your body wants to stay active. It just needs encouragement and care. Even simple routines like standing up every hour or doing light stretches while watching TV make a difference. Beyond the physical benefits, movement heals emotionally and mentally. It clears the mind, lifts heavy thoughts, and reconnects you with the present moment. Walking outdoors lets you feel the rhythm of nature, the breeze, the sunlight, the sound of birds, and this natural therapy calms the heart. Yoga and breathing exercises bring awareness to your body and gratitude for its resilience. Movement becomes a form of meditation, a way to quiet the noise of worry and replace it with peace. Exercise at this stage of life is not about proving strength. It's about preserving freedom. Every stretch, every walk, and every dance step is an act of self-love, a way of telling your body that you're still here, still living fully. When you move with joy and purpose, you send a message to every cell that you're choosing life, vibrant, graceful, and beautifully alive. Aging beautifully is not about resisting time, but about embracing it with trust and grace. So after 70, life invites you to slow down, simplify, and return to what truly matters. The body may change, but the spirit within grows wiser and deeper. Trusting your body's wisdom becomes one of the most powerful acts of self-care. It has carried you through countless experiences, healed you after every hurt, and adapted to every season of life. Now it doesn't need to be managed with fear. It needs to be honored with patience, nourishment, and respect. Avoiding unnecessary medical routines doesn't mean neglecting your health. It means focusing on the essentials that help you live fully and joyfully each day. When you stop fearing every new ache or sign of aging, you open yourself to a more peaceful existence. Fear tightens the body, clouds the mind, and steals your joy. Trust relaxes everything. It allows you to listen to your body's quiet messages, instead of rushing to fix what may not even be broken. Your body often knows how to heal itself when given time and care. Rest, healthy food, gentle movement, and positive energy become your most natural medicines. You no longer need to live by numbers, test results, or endless appointments. You begin to live by feeling. How light your heart feels, how calm your thoughts are, how freely you breathe. Living joyfully in later life means replacing unnecessary medical routines with nurturing habits that restore your energy and happiness. Start each morning with something that fills you with gratitude, a warm cup of tea, a slow stretch, or a few quiet moments in the sunlight. Eat foods that make you feel strong and satisfied, rather than deprived. Colorful fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains bring nourishment that your body recognizes and appreciates. When you eat with intention and gratitude, Your digestion improves, your energy rises, and your body feels cared for. True health begins in the small, mindful choices that add up throughout the day. Sleep and rest also become sacred. In a world that glorifies doing, rest reminds you of the beauty of simply being. A peaceful night's sleep allows your body to repair and renew itself naturally. Afternoon naps, quiet reading or meditating in silence calm the nervous system and strengthen your inner balance. Joyful living at this age doesn't mean constant activity. It means quality in everything you do, whether it's moving, eating, or resting. Each moment of self-care is a way to celebrate the life that still flows through you. The most beautiful part of aging is realizing that happiness doesn't come from control but from acceptance. Every wrinkle is a story, every gray hair a symbol of wisdom earned through years of living. Instead of measuring youth, measure peace. Instead of seeking perfection, seek harmony. Your worth has nothing to do with how fast you move or how flawless you appear. It lies in your presence, your kindness, your laughter, and your ability to find beauty in simplicity. When you trust your body, nurture your spirit, and release the fear of aging, you step into a space of deep contentment. Life becomes softer, more meaningful, and infinitely more joyful.